Okay, final question for you. Outside of the Embassy kind of suite of products, what is the most interesting Lightning application to you today?
Application.
Or any Lightning Lightning project, any protocol being built, anything.
I think I think technically speaking, DLCs can be considered a Lightning application, even though the spec hasn't been fleshed out completely for them. I am very like once you have money, like money is like the fundamental risk management tool that all humans really use, right? They're managing risk by having essentially a universal option on goods and services, which is what money is. And once you have that, now you want to start to be able to say like, okay, can I take more risk in certain ways? Can I take less risk in certain ways? And so the various financial services built on top of it are going to be the most interesting applications to me as a result, because they allow you to trade risk across time and between people. So far, most financial contracts require some level of trust in order to execute or to facilitate. The real great innovation with Bitcoin is that because there isn't a central authority and through cryptography we can eliminate most points of trust, it means that we can ensure more access to people. I think right now DLCs are the only thing that I've seen that really fulfill that promise. Now, I will say this, is that I think there's still so much further to go. DLCs are essentially it's gambling, right? But if you gamble on the right things, like one person's speculation and gambling is another person's risk management. So if I am, if I'm inherently short aluminum because that's an input process to the products that I sell, then buying buying aluminum futures or something like that might really help me. And DLCs, they can't literally give you futures on aluminum where aluminum will show up at your door, but you can bet essentially on the future price of aluminum to hedge out some of the risk of your business, and it'll be settled in Bitcoin. And so that takes you part of the way, and that's really cool. And not only does it take you part of the way on the risk management front, it does it in such a way that you are not actually like the trust properties are very minimal, and there's very good reason to believe that the premise or the axioms on which the security of a DLC rests are very that those are sound.
So do you think DLCs kind of enable all the other financial applications that we see today in the real world and we see today built on other blockchains too? Do you think this includes like stable coins and derivatives and all that stuff?
I don't think so, but I do think that it's a very important stepping stone. And I don't necessarily mean that in the sense that we're going to build something on top of DLCs that completes the job. It's that DLCs very simply solve a subset of those problems, and that we might come up with much more complicated constructions to make all the trust properties and all of the things that you might want out of a financial contract work. But because of their inherent complexity, they might just take a long time to develop.
Makes sense.
That DLCs kind of operate like they occupy this space that's very simple, not maximally powerful, but more powerful than what we have today, and as a result can take them much further than we are today.